Good evening, class 11. Children, I told you I'll give you the videos. I'll pass on the videos with this topic in business studies, internal trade, value addition. Before children, I proceed with value addition. It's a very important topic of GST. Before I proceed with value addition, I think I'll just repeat the terms that we understood in the morning. These are very important terms for GST. And GST is a very important concept it will be a big part of accountancy also. We have to cover that accountancy. I was waiting for this so that the little ground is set here. There is no purpose wasting time for something that is repetition in both the subjects, and this is going to help you in 12th standard also. So little foundation for this. This is just a basic touch of the meaning of GST. So I would like to repeat these terms which we understood in the morning. Now children, supply. I'll just read the lines through and make you understand the important words again. Supply. What is supply? It is a comprehensive term. Besides sales, we are talking of supply. So what is supply? Besides sales, it includes several items like transfer, etc. Prior to bringing into force the GST system, tax was levied mainly in two stages, namely the excise duty that was on production, that is on the time of production, and the sales tax or the VAT, the value added tax at the time of sales. So these were the two types of tax. GST has replaced these two taxes, excise duty and the VAT or the sales tax, that is at the time of sales. Now the GST is levied at the time of supply only. Now what is supply? Supply will be understood is at the point of sale. The point of supply is known as point of tax. Where is the supply? What type of supply? We have to understood supply or tax originates at the point of supply. And what is supply? Supply is the root for taxes, for calculation of taxes. That is the point at which the tax is charged. Children, before you understand GST, a basic thing, a fundamental of GST is, now instead of the manufacturer paying the excise tax and the seller paying the sales tax or the VAT, the tax is deducted only at the point of tax. That is called POT, the point of tax. What is point of tax? Point of tax means where the tax originates. Wherever the supply is, we will start charging tax on supply, wherever it is supply. Supplies are of two places, manufacturing supply and supply to the buyer. The first type of supply is inward supply. It refers to the material or service which a supplier gets for manufacturing. So first point of tax is it originates for manufacturing. That means wherever a service is manufactured, that means service starts originating. A big service begins. Manufacturing of service, like we are giving education in school. So the manufacturing of that education the school is the place of manufacturing of that education. So where the service takes place. So restaurant, you are eating at the restaurant, but the charging of the tax will be, the point of tax for restaurant will be where the food, not the cafeteria or not where you carry the food, but where the food is getting manufactured, that area, they will have to pay the tax now. So that is the point of tax. So first point of tax is for manufacturing. And the second point of tax will be where the goods are or the services are supplied to the buyer. First to the manufacturer and then to the buyer. This buyer can be the consumer, or this buyer can be the retailer or the wholesaler. So first point of tax, this point of tax where it is to the manufacturer, this is called inward supply. and where it is supplied to the buyer, that is called outward supply. Remember now, supply, GST is the main term of GST. GST will be charged on point of tax, and point of tax can be classified at two places: inward supply and outward supply. Inward supply is the supply where the goods and services are manufactured, that is inward supply, and where the goods and services are supplied to the buyer, that is outward supply. Inward supply पे input tax, outward supply पे output tax. That is the easiest way to understand. See, I've put arrows here. Inward supply, input tax. Outward supply, output tax. The tax that is levied on outward supply is the output tax. What is outward supply? Outward supply is the supply that is charged, the tax that is charged, the point of tax that is charged for on the goods and services which are supplied to the buyer, and यहाँ goods and services supplied to the manufacturer. Inward supply, input tax. Outward supply, output tax. Now comes the difference between the both. Inward supply, manufacturer भी tax दे रहा है. उन्हीं goods पे where manufacturer is paying the tax, same goods are going to the retailer and he is also paying tax. That means on the same goods, two types of taxes, or we are paying taxes twice? No. We have to calculate the net tax. What is the net tax? The tax that is paid by him minus the tax that is paid by him, that will be called the net tax. The output tax minus the input tax or the ITC, that is called the net tax. The output tax, outward supply पे output tax. Inward supply पे input tax. Output minus input will be the net tax, and that is the tax that is paid. That is the GST. Clear? Now next important thing to understand, that was one aspect. One aspect is covered. Now we'll go to the second aspect. The second important thing to understand is nothing to do with this now. Input, output, समझ आ गया. Now, intra-state supply. Now we are understanding the supply only. This was the supply, outward supply and inward supply. Now we'll understand the intra-state supply and interstate supply. Intra-state means within the state. When the goods and services are supplied within the same state. In Haryana. Goods are manufactured in Haryana, supplied in Haryana. Goods are manufactured in Rajasthan, supplied in Rajasthan. That means goods remain in different districts, different cities, but in the same state. That is to understand the intra-state supply. And when goods are reached or goods are sent, goods are supplied across different states. When goods are supplied from one state or UT to another state or UT, it is known as the interstate supply. Intrastate, within the same state. Interstate, from one state to the other state. That is interstate. So important thing to understand. Okay, intra. Now, next important thing. One thing we understood, input, output. Next, intrastate, interstate. Third important thing, very very important. Now we are proceeding towards the actual GST. Value addition समझना है ना? Central GST. CGST. What is CGST? C means central government. The share of tax that goes to central government. कौन सा share of tax? The share of tax from the intrastate. From the intrastate supply, we charge tax. On the intrastate supply, there is a tax that is deducted. The part of tax that goes to, or share of intrastate supply that goes to central government, that is called the CGST. We'll read here, the share of central government in the total GST on the intrastate. ये याद रखना है, intrastate है सारे. Interstate नहीं है, interstate IGST अलग हो जाएगा. We are understanding CGST and SGST. CGST and SGST both are on the intrastate. So intra-state tax का और intra-state supply का that part, that share that goes to central government, that is called the CGST. And intra-state tax का ही the same of the intra-state supply, the tax that share or the share that goes to the state government, that is called the SGST. State government, SGST, central government, CGST. We'll read the share of state in the total GST collected on the intrastate. Remember, we are considering the intrastate. Intrastate का share that goes to central government is CGST. Intrastate का share that goes to state government, that is called the SGST. Clear? So intrastate का CGST, SGST. And the share of the intrastate only, the third share goes to of the intra. We are understanding the intrastate. Intrastate, one share goes to central government and one share goes to either the state government or the UT government. So in case it is UT government, it will be called UTGST. So either SGST or UTGST. CGST 50% तो होता ही होता है of the intrastate supply. Now next we come to interstate supply. Interstate is when the goods or services are supplied from one state or UT to another state or UT. It is known as interstate supply. Interstate, one state to other state. Rajasthan to Gujarat, Gujarat to Haryana, Haryana to Punjab, Punjab to TN, the Tamil Nadu. So different states from one state to the other state or the UT. That is called, it can be state or UT. That is called the integrated GST, IGST. The tax levied on the interstate supply is known as IGST. In this amount, 50% of the share or 50% is the share of the state or UT, whereas the goods and service tax is ultimately consumed and remaining amount is of central government. So 50% of IGST goes to the state government and 50% goes to the central government of the IGST. Clear? Now you will have to go through these properly, and tomorrow before I proceed with the next class, I will ask you. All these are very, very important. Coming to now the next important thing, value addition. Now, cascading effect and value addition, a very important fundamental now. The basic terms of the tax we have understood, of GST we have understood. Now we'll consider the value addition. What is value addition, children? The value addition is a very important term of GST. It refers to the tax levied only on the value addition. That means only the value that has got added, the increased value, only on the value addition, not to the tax on tax. Very, very important thing of GST, that this is avoiding. GST is giving us the value addition. What is value addition? Value addition means there is no provision of tax on tax. That was called the cascading effect. That has been removed now. There is no tax on tax. एक ही बार tax दिया जाता है. In other words, the would-be buyer will be paying tax on the total of actual price of the goods plus the profit realized. The input tax will not be added to the actual price and profit while calculating the tax. That is what you read in the net tax payable here. Net tax payable is output minus input. That means manufacturer, see, the same goods which are getting manufactured will be supplied by the retailer. But on the same good, that means the retailer is also giving tax and the manufacturer is also giving tax. No. Whatever tax has been paid by the manufacturer and whatever tax has been paid by the retailer, both will be adjusted and net tax will be calculated. This tax goes to the government. 50% of this will go to the central government and 50% of this will go to the state government or the UT government. This effect is called this total effect is called the value addition. See, they have explained this with the very beautifully explained with the example. For example, Mr. A, this is what I wanted to do, make the video and explain, but when I read here, it has been very nicely given here. From the book only you will be able to understand. Just follow nicely. For example, Mr. A buys goods for ₹1,000. A is buying goods for ₹1,000, on which he pays ₹180 as 18% tax, 18% on 1,000, on which he pays ₹180 as GST. That is 18% of the purchase price he is giving on GST. Now, he supplies these goods to B. A buys, and when A buys, 18% on this he gives to the government. Now, he supplies these goods to B on 20% profit. 1,000 के goods, 20% profit. That means 200 का profit आ गया. He supplies. He gets 18% GST on this supply. The GST is to be paid by B. Mr. B will be calculated as follows. Now, how will B, the GST to be paid by Mr. A will give 18% on this? Clear. But what will B give? This is the tax on tax. He will give the GST on the tax that has already been paid here. Let us see now how. See, Mr. A's cost was 1,000 and the GST paid by Mr. A is 18% of 1,000, that is ₹180. 18% of 1,000, that is ₹180. The profit earned by Mr. A, just a moment. See here. Now I will continue. The page was going on closing on its own. I had to keep a book here. Okay, we'll continue. If A's cost is 1,000, the GST paid by Mr. A is 180. The profit earned by A is 20% on this. These goods were sold on 20% profit. That means 20% on this means 200. 20% of 1,000, 200. That means 18% GST on ₹1,200. That comes to the GST realized from Mr. B will be 18% of this 1,200. GST will be on this 1,200, that is 216 rupees. Clear? Now, total amount received from Mr. B will be 1,200 के तो total goods थे plus 216 GST हो गया. ₹1,416 will be the total amount that will be recovered from Mr. B. Clear? This much is very clear. Now we'll understand. The example given above makes it clear that the GST realized on the goods supplied from the consumer is on ₹1,200. 1,000 plus 200 profit. ₹1,200. That means we are not giving GST here on this 180. इसके लिए तो goods, what is the amount paid by A? 1,000 plus this 180. That means in case GST लगाएंगे तो earlier what used to happen? 1,000 पे भी GST है. ये 180 जो टैक्स दिया है, टैक्स के ऊपर भी टैक्स है. And then he used to get to total amount कितना हो गया यहाँ पे? This 1,000 plus this 180, that means 1180. 1180 plus 200, 1380. 1380 पे 18% फिर लगाओ. That means it used to be tax on tax. See here, 1380. So 1380, that is the total amount, and then tax used to be 18% of this 1380. So it was more than this. So abhi 180 hai. 216 minus 180, 36 rupees net tax which is getting saved now. The net tax payable is output tax minus the input tax. This 216 minus the 180, that is 36 rupees is the net tax that is calculated. Hence it is clear that Mr. A will have to deposit rupees 36, this only, because this has been paid at one place, and in case he gives this, then he will give double the tax. This has been paid, this has been paid, he will give only this to make the total amount. This is given by Mr. A, this will be given by Mr. B, and the net amount of 216 will be received by the government. This is the GST. Clear? Now, what was the cascading effect? Cascading effect means, what is cascade? Cascade is that waterfall. A group of waterfall, that is a cascade. Cascading effect मतलब एक के ऊपर दूसरा. That is waterfall, cascade. The cascading effect refers to the tax on tax. You may underline that. Cascading effect is tax on tax, to be realized from the last consumer of the goods and service. In the tax system prior to GST, the tax on tax was realized from the consumers. But under GST, the end of the evil of tax system is done away. It has been cleared in the following table. Let us see how it gets cleared. They have compared here. They have compared here the previous, this is the old tax system, and this is the new GST system. Let us see how it gets compared. They say the cost of goods by Mr. A, the above example only they have taken, cost of goods by Mr. A, the old system 1000 and the new system is rupees 1000. GST, the cost is the same by both the systems. Then the excise duty paid by Mr. A, 13% used to be the excise duty. So excise duty used to be only in the old system. Ab to hai nahi excise duty. GST has removed the excise and the VAT. So earlier there used to be 13% excise duty. Now there is no excise duty. So this is the cost abhi tak, and earlier it used to be added by excise duty. So cost hogi 1130 including the excise duty. VAT charged from Mr. B, that used to be VAT used to be 5%. Earlier 13% used to be the excise and 5% used to be the VAT. और अब क्या होता है 18% total GST होता है. Percentage में there is no difference. Percentage and the total amount remains the same. The only thing that has saved the tax, that has reduced the amount payable, is the cascading effect. That means tax on tax is not getting paid. See, it will be clear to us. 5% of rupees 1130. That means rupees 56. 5% of this. This used to be VAT. 56 rupees. और यहाँ पे तो VAT भी नहीं होता, ना excise duty ना VAT. Okay, this is not there. Now then GST, इसमें GST नहीं होता था, इसमें GST आ गया. 18% GST, 1000 अभी तक 1000 है, 18% GST 180, टोटल बन गया 1180. और यहाँ पे this is the VAT, this is the VAT, and this is the total amount of tax that is charged from him, the VAT and excise दोनों मिला के ये हो गया. This was the excise and this is the VAT. ये हो गया 1186. See, it is more by 6 rupees 50 paise. That was the tax. It is a small amount of 1000. वहाँ भी 6 rupees 50 paise आ गया. Where the amount of crores and crores of income of 1 crore people. तो कितना सारा tax होगा on those crores of rupees? How much of tax is getting saved now? You can see this. 1000, every 1000 is saving rupees 6.50. So how much tax is getting saved by this new system of GST? This is because of this cascading effect. Clear? I hope children you are clear with this. Now we'll proceed after this. There are the key features of GST. This I'll do later. Okay, we can do this later. Thank you, girls.